Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of APTV. I am your girl Leah Parker and we're back with another video. As y'all can see, my surroundings are different because your girl is at the international terminal in the ATL and we're about to head out on my trip. Now, I promised you guys I was going to announce where I was going as soon as I got there, so within the next 5 hours I'll officially let you know. But I'm currently in the terminal waiting on my best friends, which I said is the guy. One's about to walk up now. We had to go to the bathroom, and now it's my turn. Had to stand my post and make sure no one stole our stuff. There he go. Say hi, friend.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Right, because I was about to.
So loud.
Oh.
Who you about to what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just gas.
Okay. Oh. Sit down. So yeah, we're about to get ready to go. They don't know where we're going yet. We're not announcing it until we actually get there. So I knew his butt was probably gonna say it if I wasn't. It wasn't gonna tell him.
It rhymes with.
So we're right now about trying to go to the bathroom. We had to go one by one. We don't want nobody to steal our stuff or whatnot. Because I definitely need to go to the bathroom. And then I want to find if there's a Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I need some matcha.
Yeah. So
that's gonna make me really boo boo.
Right. So maybe you want to wait.
Oh, maybe.
Is it supposed to clear you out? Like, is that the design for it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, by the time it gets to you, maybe we'll be boarding, and then when we get in the air.
True.
I mean, do you want to be that person that blows up the bathroom?
I do not.
Right.
Stop it.
But we're so excited, y'all. I got them up early. No one, was cranky or nothing. We got up at I don't think I woke you up until 5:40.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I woke up at 5. I wanted to make sure I made them breakfast. I felt like I treated them nicely.
She was a good host.
Thank you. I try. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting ready to go. I'm trying to see because this is not a Delta plane.
Oh.
It's green. Delta's we blue and red, baby.
Isn't that Latin?
Maybe. Well, but they said our first flight is in a Delta Airlines. The next one is gonna be So yeah, we're chilling right now. We don't board for another almost 2 hours. Somebody just tried to open the door. You didn't hear the alarm when you came out?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I'm like, why are you trying to open the door? That thing is locked. So I thought it was gonna be someone was talking about, how they be like, open the door. I thought it was gonna be like that situation. I'm like, oh Lord, it's too early for that. Too early. So yeah, we're just chilling, waiting to board. So I will pick you guys back up. We'll film when we get to where we're going. I'm sitting here watching these. What do you call the airport workers who are outside with the planes? This is hard work. Y'all do need you need to treat the suitcases a little bit more tender love and care, but I understand why you guys are like robots in a way.
Yeah.
No, have you seen that TikTok where it shows you the different countries and how they handle luggage?
No.
Oh my God. I can't remember the country. I don't want to say because I can't remember, so I don't want to say it wrong. But the best ones was Indonesia, Japan.
I can see Japan.
Was it Sweden? That was another one. They just gently move it to the side. They have people who put it on the what's that thing that goes around the baggage claim? It was just so nice. There was another one where the damn luggage was in pieces.
Pieces?
Yeah, it was a lot. I can't remember what. I'm gonna find that TikTok and try to put it in the video. But I was like, But yeah, where's Frank? Hold on, y'all. Hey, y'all. So story time. I mentioned something about going to Starbucks. First of all, I wish I knew her name. I hate when somebody does something wrong at a restaurant and I never meant to get their name. So we're waiting at Starbucks. Typical, it's crowded because everybody loves Starbucks. Initially, when I walked up, I was like, hey, I want to order this. She told me they were out of whipped cream and all that. So I'm like, ordering a drink that don't have all the stuff I want at Starbucks is always hit or miss. I'm like, don't even worry about it. So I just waited for his matcha. We're waiting there. It was a little bit of a time. There was at least 20 people ahead of us maybe. And they were doing a bunch of meat and not meat, sandwiches and breakfast or whatever. So we're sitting there waiting. There's like a little glass part where you can kind of lean up against and you actually can see what they're doing. Hold on, I'll have to tell you guys later. I'll tell y'all when we get to the other airport. This is so cute. I did not even notice this, y'all.
Take care, take care.
Thank you. Made it to the Intercontinental. Finally made it to the hotel. I'm ready to see the room, lay down, child. I have so much to talk about when we get into this room. Story time. Woo. Story time. And I'm hungry. I need no gas station.
I guess I was thinking about it. I was like, let me.
Good morning, guys. Your girl feels absolutely refreshed. I needed that nighttime sleep because I was stressed yesterday. When I tell y'all, I think that was probably the most eventful travel day that I've witnessed in a while. Because the last couple times we traveled, surprisingly, like, there wasn't really any issues. Like, we got there safe and sound, of course, and you know, everyone was good. But yesterday, it was a lot. Well, me and Francesca, we were fine. Say hi, Francesca.
Hey, y'all.
She don't want to get up. Actually, it's time for her to get up, but she ain't getting up. But anyway.
It's 6:27. Leave me alone, please.
Okay, sure. That's her business.
Please.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it was a lot going on yesterday. Like, for me, it didn't affect me too much, but I really did feel bad. You always feel bad when people in your group get separated or things happen with their stuff. So quick story time as I'm like lotioning and putting stuff on. So we leave from Atlanta. Oh, I didn't even say where I am. I know you guys were guessing. I did say I was in South America, so that could mean I'm in Brazil, that could mean I'm in Argentina, or Colombia, or Bolivia, who knows. But where we are right now, drum roll, is Cartagena! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This was definitely on a list of mine to go to, and being here so far, very sweet people, very beautiful scenery. So I can't wait to see like what the trip has in store for us. But let me hurry up and go to the story time, like I said. So yesterday we were leaving from Atlanta to Bogota. Already when we get to the airport, we were fine. We checked in, went through TSA, checked our bags, all that. We do now, a lot of our group lives separately. So everybody was kind of getting to the airport on their own way, right? I'm sorry, y'all, that the phone is sliding. It's really heavy. Let me see if I can find my tripod. So we get there, but 3 of our friends are still on the way. Mind you, our flight says that we're gonna leave at 9:58. They say they stopped letting people on, 15 or 20 minutes prior to the leaving date, Frank?
Huh?
How many minutes before they close the door?
I think it's 30 for international.
30 for international, right? So we get there, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want Starbucks. So me and Sagaya were like, yeah, let's go get Starbucks. Now, people who know, at Atlanta's airport, there be a lot of different food options, but sometimes it's when like in a different gate, not necessarily a different terminal. So I was like, hey, is there a Starbucks near? She's like, yeah, it's gonna be on gate F. Now we were on gate E. I was like, it's fine. We'll make it work. So we went. Getting there and back was fine. Like, we didn't miss the plane or anything like that. But there was just this rude woman who was making the drinks. Mind you, of course, Starbucks is always gonna be busy because, hello, it's Starbucks and you're in an airport. So usually the one thing people need to kind of wake up and give them something to you know, rejuvenate them in the morning is what? Coffee. So I expected the line to be long. So we get there, we place our order. What pissed me off already was like the cashier was telling me, oh, we're out of whipped cream, we're out of this, we're out of that. So I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna order anything because the last thing I need is to buy an expensive drink and it doesn't even have everything that I wanted. So we order Sagai's drink. He gets a matcha. We ordered it. And I asked her, I was like, how long do you think the wait's gonna be? She's like, I don't wanna give you a time and then it's not right. And I was like, you know what? I respect it. So I was like, it's fine, we'll order it. So we're sitting there for a good couple minutes. All of a sudden, Sagai gets a phone call and it's one of our friends. She says that their layover, so how we got to Cartagena is that you fly, well, how we did it is you fly from Atlanta to Bogota, and then we had a layover in Bogota, and then from Bogota, we go to Cartagena. I don't know why it's like that, because we literally flew over Cartagena to get to Bogota. So, I'm not sure. But anyway, they say that their layover is canceled. Immediately, I'm like, how do they cancel a layover and not like the first flight? So do they just think you're just gonna stay in Bogota and that's gonna be it? Like, I'm confused. And she's talking to like, I guess the ticket agent, because they're at the airport, but they're like where you first walk in, it's the ticket agents up front, right? Hold on, I'm trying to see if this can lean on something. Okay, now so it won't hang. So where was I? Okay, so yes, like I said, it canceled their layover. So we're like, how does it do that? Like, I've never heard of Delta canceling layover and then just not emailing you, notifying you or whatever. I was like, girl, they didn't email you? She was like, no, we didn't get nothing, but we saw that earlier this week that it said, instead of it saying check in, it said completed. And I called and they're like, oh no, it's not completed. Basically giving her the runaround. And I guess she just assumed when she got there, it was going to be fixed. But no, that wasn't the case. So we had that issue. Then we had another friend who, she arrived a little late too, later than I would normally pull up. And there was, of course, it was backed up and the tickets weren't printing out. So she wasn't even able to get a ticket. All she had was what was on her phone. So that took a long time. So we were like, kind of like standing there thinking like at Starbucks, still waiting on his drink. And I'm like, well, they're not gonna just leave them in Bogota. Like, they're gonna have to give them another option. So as we were standing there, they were able to put them on another flight, but they would just get in later than what they were anticipated to get in, which was like 5:30 with us. So now they wouldn't get there until like 7:30 or 8. So that was crisis averted, I guess. So as we're standing at Starbucks, I was like, damn, it's a guy like, it's taking a long time. Like, I'm not even sure how many drinks are in front of you. So I head towards, you know how like many Starbucks, right next to the cashier, you can kind of walk to the side and there's like a little plate glass mirror where you can kind of see what they're doing, working. I wasn't trying to pressure them whatsoever. I was just kind of looking like, oh, like what drink are they on? And then I was trying to read like the names on the cups to see how many more drinks we had ahead of his. I guess this made the girl uncomfortable in some way. And she was like, ugh, I can't work like this. Everybody move down to the, or no, she's like, y'all need to move down and stop standing in front of this mirror watching me work or something like that. So I just kind of stepped back because I'm like, girl, maybe you feel crowded. So I just stepped back. And she was like, no, not step back. I moved down. And I kind of looked to the side like, my friend saw me and I'm like, who is she talking to like that? Like, it's all about how you say it. And she was like, y'all move down. And she clearly saw I wasn't moving. So I guess she tried to tattletale on us and tell the cashier, can you tell them to move down? And the cashier was like, hey, everybody move down from the plaque mirror, whatever. Look, like, it's like, but it's in the flow of the line. So I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you're rushing us. Do your work. Like, why are you so all over the place? Like, you worked at Starbucks in the airport for, I'm sure, a good minute. So you know how fast it goes. You know how busy it can be. Why are you so uncomfortable right now? Like, relax. And again, why are you talking to people like that? So I move over. I was like, you know what? I ain't got time to be getting to it with a barista this early morning because we need to get on a flight. So I move over. She continues to like bring out orders. And what took the cake for me is that she brought out somebody's order. I honestly think she thought it was mine. Took it and kind of slammed it on the thing and it fell over. And now any decent person would take the drink back and remake it because it's like, oh, you spilled her drink. Instead, she slams it and tilts it over. Doesn't even say, oh, my bad. She just tilts it over like. And I'm like, I feel like she thought that drink was mine. But this poor woman came up and grabbed it and then had the nerve to try to wipe up her mess. And I was like, girl, ask for another one. That's messed up. And then another one was like, well, do you really want to wait for another 30 minutes? I was like, that is true. But I felt so bad for her. I was like, don't take that drink. She was like, no, it's fine. I was like, you a sweet one to me. So they finally called his drink. He grabbed it. And before we left, I was like, I'm so sorry about your drink. She's like, it's okay. You know, what can you do? And I'm like, throw it back at her? The fuck? You gonna throw a drink at mine and let it spill over? That was at least 5 sips that was spilled out of that cup. Starbucks is too expensive for you to be getting the attitude and slamming people's drinks and food on there. And then leave it. So now it's gonna be sticky. Ants gonna be coming around our drinks and food. Girl. No. She better be glad I don't know her name. I took a picture of like the spill or whatever, but I couldn't get her name. It's okay though. She gonna get hers. Karma. All right, so that was the first story time I mentioned. Now the second story time. So everybody, by the grace of God, makes it to the first flight. No one missed the first flight, even though some of them were like the second to last people to get on the flight. So we're on the flight. We finally make it to Bogota. When we get to Bogota, we have to go to customs, of course. Now, to be honest, I thought it was going to be worse than that, but it really kind of went by. Maybe 45 minutes. I don't think it was that bad, but it was long. 45 minutes, but our layover was only maybe an hour and 30 minutes. So again, like Francesca said, they closed the door like 20 minutes prior before taking off. So I'm like, y'all, we got to book it. But in Bogota, of course, everyone speaks Spanish. There's not many people who can like say a couple phrases in English. So we're genuinely lost. Like they keep saying conexiones. So I'm like, yes, a connection. And I show them we're headed to Cartagena. And they keep looking at us saying international. And I didn't want to confuse them. So you're just kind of like, yeah. And they point to go this way. They just point. They just like, go down and up. Down and up. So we're like, okay, let's just go down and up. We're going down and up. Again, signs are not really helping. We're looking around. Sorry, y'all, I'm being nosy looking at the beach. And I'm like, y'all, where do we go? So then someone was like, pointed over there. So we went to this little check-in and she speaks complete Spanish, nothing. And we're like scanning our ticket and it's saying not working. So we tell her like, what's not working? This is our ticket. And then she realizes, Cartagena? We're like, yes. She's like, you're gonna go around. So we run again, finally find where we need to be. And we go through, I guess, a little security check. It was real quick, breeze on by. Me and Francesca finish. We're walking, and then I notice everybody's still not behind us. So I'm like, what is going on? So I turn around and I'm like, Francesca, what is it? She's like, I don't know, girl. Just go ahead. You know, just try to like see if it's open and see if you can hold it. So I walk up and I was like, hey, is this to Cartagena? They're like, yes. I was like, oh my God, how many minutes are you guys gonna be here? She just said 1. So I'm like, So she scans my ticket and then she's literally trying to rush me on board. And I'm like, no, my friends are like right there, please, right there. And she was like, no, 1 minute. She's like, call them. I said, there's no service. So literally I'm freaking out. And that's when I was like, Francesca! And I see Francesca run. And I'm like, see, there's my friend right there. I said, you can come walk with me. She's like, no, not leaving. I was like, Francesca, somebody. So she comes and we're like, okay, look, they're right there. And she was like, no. And literally we walked out and she closed the door. And I'm like, Francesca. She was like, I mean, we try, like, what can we do? So literally as soon as we go through the door and they close it, it's the guy that calls Francesca. Because they were the only one that had really connection. She's like, they closed the door, friend. They're not going to open it back up. We told her that you're at the door. And she's like, no. So we had to leave without them. I felt so bad because literally I didn't know what to do. I was like, because when I say this woman was like trying to like push me onto the airplane. And I told her the last 4 people who were coming because she had like the list in front of them. And she's like, where? I'm like, they're right there. That little security you have right there, like right there. And she's like, no. And I don't think she thought I meant like they were downstairs or something. But I was like, you can literally walk with me. It's right there. I felt so bad. I never left anybody like on a trip, and I didn't want to, but they were like, come. And we were on the trip. I mean, we were on the flight, and they're like, oh, we'll just get on the next one. Cause like I said, the two girls whose layover got canceled, they got put on another flight and getting in later. So they're like, okay, it's fine. Luckily, we'll just get on their flight. They're like, nope. I guess that flight was full. So they had to get on the third flight, which meant they would only get in at like 10 something. So they probably got around here like 11. And then the other girls got here maybe around 8. So yeah, we were all supposed to come at the same time, but that is not what happened. I was like, ma'am, is it 6:30? Good. Sit.
Video, please.
Sit.
Leave
Okay.
it alone. Thank you.
See, when I go downstairs by myself, this is gonna be a problem.
Bye.
So yeah, that was a story time on that. I was like, oh my God. I felt so bad because they picked us up and I was like, oh, maybe we should get their luggage. That was a whole nother thing. We get our luggage. And I was like, oh, ask them like what the luggage looks like so we can get it.
Pastor, are you gonna get ready before you go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we're still going down.
Girl, no, we don't have time for that. What time is it for real? I don't even know.
6:41. I'm gonna take a shower. Yes, problem.
What was I saying? So yeah, we're waiting there for their
Hey.
So we're waiting for their luggage, and things just coming out, but then the belt just stops. So I'm like, the conveyor belt. I'm like, oh my God, where is their stuff? So I guess after a few minutes, like the people are like, where are you? Like, are you still standing here? Where's your luggage? That's literally how she was looking at us, like.
How else can I
She was like, what? And then she kept asking me for my ticket. I was like, yes, we're on this flight, but our friends got separated. So we're waiting for their bags. So at first she walked away. And then another one came over and I said the same thing. And she was like, oh, no. Bags would stay there and we moved it to the new flight. Now, I thought that, but I was like, usually airlines are not that nice. Usually they're just going to send it along. And if it gets there to its destination, it gets there. So I didn't think they were going to be like, oh, no, these two people did make it. Take their suitcases off. We'll keep it for when they do arrive. But apparently that's what they said. Now, I haven't heard anything about their luggage not being here, so I'm assuming they got them. Thank God. Oh, yeah, because she has some stuff packed in our friend's guy's bag, and she got it last night. So thank God they got their bags. But yeah, y'all, that was insane. I was just like, like when you're in a foreign country, you don't necessarily have connection or internet like that, and you can't like pull up your information and all that. It gets scary because, and then there's a language barrier. So it's like I know they're trying to be cautious and do all the checklists and stuff, but the reason why they got held up is because one of our friends, she didn't have the paper ticket. She just had the electronic ticket like on her wallet. You know how like it asks you to check in and you can add the tickets to your wallet? She had the digital version. So at first she couldn't even pull it up because again, Wi-Fi. So when she finally pulled it up, for whatever reason, one of the people just would not let her go. So our friend didn't want to leave her. And that was around the time when I was like yelling like, hurry up guys, like come on. I'm thinking they just found something in the bag and they're like, you can't bring it onto the flight. And I'm like, tell them to throw it away. But apparently it was because she couldn't pull up like she didn't have a paper ticket, and for whatever reason she wasn't accepting the electronic one. So, or I think it's because they knew like the gate was closing. So it's like, I'm not gonna let you through just for you to get there. And they say no. But yeah, that was a story time on the travel day, but we're here. We made it safely. Everybody got their stuff, and that is the bigger picture. It's a new day, and we're about to turn up because we have an excursion today. So for people who know, in Colombia, there is a tour called Palenque. Now, I may get this wrong, but I believe Palenque was one of the first free cities in the Americas. Free black cities in the Americas. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'm going to correct myself later. And that is a tour we're going to see around the city, see the people, the culture, the food, the music, all that. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna happen. So for my outfit for today, sorry, I'm still in my pajamas. we're going to do this matching set from Fashion Nova, long maxi skirt and a little top. I may try to put like a little scarf on my head, but I wanted to wear that because in Palenque they wear a lot of like long skirts and beautiful colors, so I want to kind of be apart. So that is what I'm gonna wear today. Later I will give you guys a room tour because our room tour is cute. Like I said, it will do for the time being. It's clean, it's nice. But right now I'm gonna get dressed really quick, and then when we get ready to go downstairs for breakfast, I'll show you guys what they have to offer. Let's see if they're gonna top Thailand, because y'all remember Thailand was elite. But yeah, let me hurry up and change and finish getting all moisturized and whatnot, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. Hey you guys, so I told you I would come back and show you guys my outfit for today. So like I mentioned, I'm going to the Palenque excursion today, and this is the fit. This is from Fashion Nova, so cute. I think it's called the Becca Maxi Skirt Set. Very flowy. This is an extra small. So yeah, go on Fashion Nova and get it. Very cute, very whimsical. But yeah, it came together real nice. I was gonna wear a scarf, but it looks very, what's the word? Bulky on me. I'm not sure. But yeah, we need to hurry up and go downstairs and eat. We're running behind, and then our van or bus should be here like around 8. So let's go. Time for breakfast. Let's see what they got. I guess this is like for like to make a little salad. Oh, they got oatmeal, pancakes. Let's see what they're talking about. You mind opening that for me? Oh, I want some pancakes. I like how it's like, you know, brown. One, two is good. Don't want to eat too much. You want waffles instead? You gonna get waffles instead? Let's see what they look like. Oh, it's cute. What's that, blueberries? I mean, no. Is it? Raisins. Raisins. Okay. Oh, they got toppings, chocolate chips. Okay. What's in here? Bacon. Oh yes, we need some bacon. Morning. You say what? We're the only ones? Yeah. Bacon. I'll try this yuca fritta. I don't know what it is, but it sounds good. What is that? Yuca fritta. I think it's like some type of fried fruit. My bad. I don't know what this is. Arepas. What is arepa? Buenos dias. You can get, these are the eggs. I'm not really fond of these eggs. They got peppers in it. You gonna get some? No. Should've known. Oh, they got boiled eggs. What's this? They got rice and sausage. I think I'm good for this. I don't eat too much. Oh no. They got a plethora of fruit, apples, oranges. Looking real good. I'm gonna get some pineapples. And then I'm gonna get some toast and call it a day. All right. Excuse me. We got some bread. Ham and cheese bread. That looks interesting. I'll try it. Let's just pull up, headed to the tour. Hey y'all, so after a long day at Palenque tour, we came back, kind of rinsed off like all the sweat and everything. Then we went to the pool, just kind of chilled out. Before you know it, it was time for dinner. We went to dinner. As y'all saw, the place was cute, but the food was, you know, mid. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but my steak, awful. It was so hard to eat. Oh my God, my jaw was like working overtime. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, as soon as we came back, girl was out like a light. So I'll catch you guys in the morning for day 2 of Colombia. Bye. Night night. Thank you for watching APTV. I love you guys. Continue to support and turn on your post notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video.